Recovery efforts were underway after about 30 tons of diesel fuel spilt into the Yenisei River in Siberia after a tugboat struck an underwater object and crashed Tuesday. According to Associated Press, the vessel, which was towing 2 barges, was punctured in the collision, damaging its fuel tank and steering system before being washed ashore. An oil slick formed after the spill and has spread approximately 30 kilometers from the site of the accident. Emergency crews are installing containment booms to prevent the spill from spreading further. Trofim Khmelevsky, the Krasnoyarsk region transport prosecutor, said the treatment of the Yenisei River water area with sorbent and the removal of pollutants from the water surface continue. He added that work is underway to prepare for raising and towing the partially submerged vessel to the site of the proposed repair. According to the local administration, most of the diesel is concentrated along the shore and in nearby backwaters. However, some has been carried by the current into the central channel, reaching the shipping route.
На сегодняшний день закончена установка боновых ограждений длиной более 900 метров. Продолжается обработка сорбентом акватории реки Yenisei и удаление загрязнений с поверхности воды. Завершено водолазное обследование затонувшего теплохода. Проводятся работы по подготовке к поднятию и буксировке частично затопленного судна к месту предполагаемого ремонта.
Ukrainian military expert Oleg Zdanov voiced important information about the results of Ukraine's work on the territory of the Russian Federation. 2 foreign companies are ready to transfer some of their flights from Moscow to St. Petersburg due to too frequent threats of drone attacks. By Friday evening, Moscow Mayor Sobyanin reported that 5 drones had been shot down during the day. This is the situation. You see, not all foreign companies have left the Russian Federation. Some continue to fly to this terrorist country. But the conditions that we have created for the operation of these airports are forcing foreign companies to leave Russian cities. As I understand it, soon it will be possible to get to Moscow only by horse, because there is less and less equipment left in the Russian Federation. The amount of its destruction at the front by our troops is simply off the charts. Tens of thousands have already been measured there. We will close the sky, as I understand it. Plus, there was a message that in mid-May, our ballistic missile passed successful tests. Range 300 kilometers, warhead 400 kilograms, the military expert informed. After this, Oleg Zdanov added, 300 kilometers is the starting range. I think in the future the range will be increased to 500 kilometers so that we can reach Moscow in one fell swoop. So soon planes will stop flying to Moscow. Aeroflot will be grounded due to the lack of spare parts. Foreign companies will leave for other cities. So soon Moscow will only be visited by Russian citizens by horse-drawn transport. Russia's civil aviation authority, Rosaviatsia, was often halting flights to ensure air safety. Recent weeks have seen both sides intensify their long-range strike operations, even as US-brokered peace talks continue in a bid to end Russia's 3-year invasion of its neighbor. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenski said that his nation needs to urgently strengthen its air defense capabilities in response to Russia's intensifying missile and drone attacks on cities nationwide. The greatest danger to Ukraine now comes from Russian Iskander missiles and Shahed attack drones, the number of which in Russia remains significant. This was stated by aviation expert Konstantin Krivolap in a commentary to the RBC Ukraine. According to him, the situation with hypersonic Kinzhals is somewhat different. The Russian Federation's capabilities in this area are limited, in particular due to problems with carriers for launching such missiles. As for the calibers, Russia has tried to modernize these missiles, in particular by installing antennas on them for better communication. However, as Krivolap noted, Ukrainian F-16 and Mirage fighters can already counteract these weapons quite effectively. As for the cruise missiles, I consider them to be of lesser danger. Here are the Iskanders and Shaheds in such quantities that our air defense does not have the power to destroy them. That's true, the expert emphasized. Russia's Caliber missile system was developed by the country's Novator Design Bureau. It originated from Soviet-era research into cruise missiles, building on systems such as the Granat SSN-21 Samson. While the Caliber's development first began in the 1980s, it became a priority during Russia's post-2000 military modernization, driven by the need for advanced standoff precision weapons. The missile's design emphasizes modularity, allowing it to be launched from various platforms, including submarines, surface ships, and even land-based systems. But the submarine-launched variant, particularly the 3M14 land attack missile, is optimized for stealthy long-range strikes from underwater, leveraging the inherent survivability of the submarines. Ukrainian troops successfully destroy Russian missile and other ammunition depots. According to the Telegram channel of the Unmanned Systems Forces of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, during aerial reconnaissance in the southern sector, fighters from the Flying Skull Battalion identified enemy troops unloading ammunition near a concealed depot. Once the target coordinates were verified and transmitted, the Ukrainian Air Force was called in. A MiG-29 fighter jet carried out a pinpoint strike using an AASM hammer bomb, destroying both the ammunition cache and the Russian personnel present at the site. Earlier, Ukrainian MiG-29 successfully targeted and destroyed a Russian command post with these advanced munitions.